Right, hello everyone. We got to introduce that we're both from MBDA, actually in Stevenage, but we have different sites around the UK. We're both currently on an apprenticeship scheme, but we're just going to show you a short video. Well, it's actually a little bit longer than a short video about what we do and what our company does. Right, so that's a little bit about what we do. So as you can see, we're a missile defence company. We're European Centres of Excellence in the industry. We've got 10,000 people worldwide working for us, as well as various different locations across Europe. So, for example, in the UK, we have Lostock, Stevenage, London and Bristol, as well as sites in Rome, Paris, and other places in Europe, as you can see.
So, primarily an engineering company. We do have about 60% of the people who work for us on the technical side, so doing all the engineering stuff in the labs. But what a lot of people don't realise is 40% of that 10,000 people work on the business side. So we're doing everything from sales, HR, communications, procurement, and all the various business roles involved. And that's what we're here to talk to you about today. So in terms of our apprenticeships, we take apprentices from age 16 onwards. We have two schemes. One is an engineering apprenticeship scheme where we take school leavers in at 16 after GCSEs. And we also have a business scheme where we take 18-year-olds and up. That's after A-levels or BTECs. And with the business scheme, you're studying for a degree part-time while you're working full-time for the company. So the company sponsors you to do that degree. And while you're doing that, you're working across the site, doing different placements in different areas. As you can see, we've got fairly interesting ratios in terms of female-male for an engineering company. We do take on fairly equal across the board. And one of the things that kind of encouraged us to do this apprenticeship is the 100% success rate with the qualifications. It's a 4-year apprenticeship, and pretty much everybody has a job at the end of it.
Right, so just tell you a little bit about the scheme in itself and what we get offered and the opportunities that we have at MBDA. So we have a lot around sort of professional development, which is including, as you can see, sort of security awareness, because we've got a lot of security involved in missile defence systems, as well as any export terms and health and safety, for example. Then MBDA get really involved in personal development of their apprentices. So we get anything from a life skills course, which builds us as a team, gets us presentation skills, leadership skills, those kind of things. And then also we get taught French in the scheme as another opportunity. So you can just see this sort of just explains all the different areas, as well as university degree and working for MBDA. We also get an MVQ4 qualification, which shows how our business skills are practiced within the workplace.
So in terms of the awards that we've won for the scheme, it's quite a renowned scheme in the apprenticeship community. We've had a lot of our apprentices go on to compete in world skills and similar competitions across the UK. We've won quite a few awards for Apprentice of the Year and also Apprentice Employer of the Year for the work our employer does, invests in its apprentices. We're always at world skills, we're always at all the big apprenticeship events, and pretty much all of our apprenticeships get submitted for awards and get put up for various awards in engineering, manufacturing and different business disciplines.
Right, so as well as everything that we've already discussed, we also have educational links with schools, primary schools, colleges, universities. So we get involved in, I don't know if you've heard of it, like young enterprise schemes, careers advice and work experience, specifically in the local areas that we work in. And anything from careers events to specific MBDA events which get local schools involved, which is called Robot Rumble. Really good, gets them starting thinking the engineering kind of mindset. And we sponsor many awards and prizes in our local areas, being Lostock, Bristol, Stevenage and various others around the UK.
So in terms of who we are,
okay, yeah, I'm Alice Trimmer, I'm 21. I'm a business apprentice at MBDA, if you didn't already know. I'm a third year, so it's a 4-year scheme, so I'm coming into my final year next year. And obviously we're learning business studies at university, and I'm currently working in project management.
So my name's Beth Mason, I'm 22. I'm in my final year of the apprenticeship, so I've been here for just over 3 years now. I'm also a business studies student, so the company is sponsoring me to do that degree, and I'm currently working in procurement.
So a bit about how we got here. So this is a bit about me. I went to a local school in my area and I studied my A-levels. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I didn't know whether I wanted to go to university, take a gap year. I wasn't really sure. So I decided to take a gap year and sort of enhance any skills. I went and did skiing, and it just gave me a chance to sort of understand what I really wanted to do. But whilst I was at school, I got involved in the Young Enterprise Scheme. Does anybody know about the Young Enterprise Scheme? Any hands? A few? One? Yeah, basically it allows students at schools to develop and create a business of their own whilst being sponsored through the company. So you do it at school, you do it after school, and you get the key skills that you would from being an entrepreneur. So I got involved in that scheme, and MBDA were one of our local sponsors. So it was the first time I actually got an awareness of what MBDA did. And from that, I sort of just started to understand a little bit more about them. I thought that could be for me. It's practical. I get a business degree, and I get paid to work for them. I come out with no debt. I can't. That was just icing on top of the cake, really. So after I did my gap year, I decided to apply for MBDA. And why I chose MBDA as an apprenticeship company, well, as we've already mentioned a little bit about, it's a worldwide industry leader in the missile systems. It's recognised as one of the best apprenticeship companies in the UK by the National Apprenticeship Service. As Bethan said earlier, it's got a 100% excellent success rate of getting people jobs in the company at the end. Personal development, it's a sponsored degree by the company, no debt, and I get a salary, like I just said before.
So I went to school and did my GCSEs, and after that I went to college to do A-levels. And when I was coming to the end of my A-levels, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do at the end. I was kind of liking the idea of university. It was always assumed I'd go to university, but I didn't like the idea of coming out with 40 grand's worth of debt. So I heard about the apprenticeship scheme online through the National Apprenticeship Service website, and I kind of looked into it, managed to get in contact with the guy who was hiring for it, and things went on from there. So for me, the main reason to come to MBDA and do this apprenticeship is that I'd worked for 2 years prior to starting this. So I'd had a part-time job. I was used to working, earning a salary, going in and having a bit of a career. I didn't want to have all that debt from uni, but I did want to continue studying. So this kind of combined the best of both worlds. I got to study, I got to earn, I didn't come out with the debt. There's pretty much a guaranteed job opportunity on completion of the apprenticeship. And it's a local employer with a very good reputation also.
So a little bit about what we've done since we've been at MBDA and the opportunities it's given us. I could go on for a long time about it, but I've just chosen a few of the main ones. So there's something that's called the Braithwaite Apprentice Challenge. I don't know if any of you know about it, but it's a chance for apprentices in the UK to take part in a competition, basically, that raises awareness of PR, of apprenticeships, etc., as well as raising money for charity. And for example, we did a local charity centre. We repainted it and we got the local MP to come down. We had local press down. It was a great day, and it was a great day for raising awareness of apprenticeships. So as an example, I've got a nice picture up there of a House of Lords visit. We often get to go along, go to speeches of raising awareness for apprenticeships, like I've already said, and we get to sort of meet different people. Like I got to meet the MP of Education there at the time. Also, shoebox appeal for the Afghan soldiers. This was something that we really thought we'd take on as an apprenticeship community. It was a chance to give our customer, our end user, and integrate with them. So we made, as you can see in this picture, shoe boxes, and we organised all the collection of the shoe boxes and putting them together. And we got some really good feedback from the Afghanistan soldiers. They really appreciated these little personal touches coming from home. So it made us feel really good as a community, and it was nice to get really good feedback and the pictures of them with the actual boxes. So as well as all of that, we get to do a bit of travelling. We get to travel to Rome, Paris. I've been to Rome myself. And as well, like I mentioned earlier, we get to do an MBQ4 qualification, which is another thing to put on your CV that looks really good.
So for me, also I've been lucky enough to do quite a bit of travelling. So I've worked at both the Paris and the Farnborough air shows with the company, and that's been really good fun. So it's been going out there, working on the stands, working with journalists, working with customers, and this is something when I was at college I never thought I'd have the opportunity to do by age 18, so it's been really good fun. I've got to go and visit military facilities. I was quite lucky last year to go down to see some equipment deployed for the Olympics. I've had placements all across the company, so I've been in project management, communications, procurement, pricing. I've got to see all different areas of the company, which is quite nice because it's given me a better idea of what I'd like to do in the future. So that's the good thing about this moving around through different placements. I was regional runner-up Apprentice of the Year for my region, which is South East, so I was quite happy with that. And I'm also an ambassador for apprenticeships and language learning, so I go into schools and colleges quite a lot and talk to the young people about why you should do apprenticeships, why it's the best option, and also I encourage language study. So being a multinational company, languages are a big thing for us, so I go into lots of local schools and colleges and talk to them about that.
So if you want any more information, obviously you can come and ask us questions or ask questions, but I would advise you to visit this mbdacareers.co.uk. It tells you everything that you'd want to know, any vacancies, and when the next opportunities are going to be coming up. So I'd really advise to go along there. It gives you even more information than we've given you today. So have you got any questions? Any questions? Anything? If you haven't got anything now, by all means, if you feel a bit shy, come over and talk to us on our own, like when we go off the stage. So you can, by all means, do that if you want. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.